think tank CATS International is calling on all relevant stakeholders to break trade barriers to make the harmonization of protocols of the African Continental Free Trade Area successful. According to retired Justice of the Supreme Court and Board Chairman of CATS International Ghana, Jones Doche, forging strong trade agreements will provide equal opportunities for all parties to take advantage of common markets.
International, in partnership with GIZ, organized a public-private dialogue on building momentum towards AfCFTA implementation. Speaking at the event, retired Justice of the Supreme Court and Board Chairman of CATS International Ghana, Jones Doche, said, building momentum towards AfCFTA is important to overcoming challenges like trade barriers.
We need to be sensitized on what AfCFTA is all about, what protocols are to be implemented, and how the challenges are to be handled successfully. I believe the media and all civil society organizations have to be able to help CATS play a lead role in this regard. Most of you who have traveled in Europe, for example, will know that the trade barriers that exist in Africa do not exist over there, and we need to break down those barriers to make the harmonization of these protocols of AfCFTA very successful. The world is moving towards common markets and free trade agreements. It is through these trade agreements that we can increase consumer and producer surpluses.
National Coordinator at the AfCFTA Coordination Office for Ghana, Dr. Farid Arthur, advised that small steps are taken towards AfCFTA implementation. He believes the area will fully be realized through a gradual process.
We all need to work as one. We need to push government. We need to push for policy changes. We need to push for the right environment in terms of financials and other things in order to be able to open up the border. And so I hope that this dialogue series will help us throw some light onto it. And I would wish that we don't go for everything at once. If we can make small steps, if as a result of this dialogue series, we even identify just one thing that we can do to move trade forward, we would have succeeded.
The public-private dialogue on building momentum towards AfCFTA implementation was also an event to mark CATS International's 40th anniversary and the Ghana's division's 10th anniversary. Country Coordinator and West Africa Regional Director of CATS International, Apia Kusi Adomako, highlights some achievements so far.
We've been working in the area of consumer protection. We've also been advocating for a functional competition policy and law. And we can say that now we have the draft competition policy as well as the draft bill, which is still at the Ministry of Trade, and I'm told that it will get to Parliament before the end of the year. We've also provided input into government economic policy statement, especially when it comes to fiscal policies. So I think that so far so good. And when it comes into the road safety sector too, we are also doing well, making sure that through the usage of evidence-based and best practice.